Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition. This one, where I answer sporting questions from the chat people. As you can see from the title, Turki Alsheikh has doubled down. Well, not even doubled down. Has given further information from his tweet yesterday. And let me actually pull up the full tweet. But he has said that United are in contact with a new investor. So this is the actual tweet. He said, yesterday's post about Manchester United's potential sale meant one thing. The club is in an advanced negotiation phase with a new investor. Just to clarify, I'm not the investor, nor are they from my nation. I'm posting this as a fan who wishes the deal to happen, though it might not necessarily happen. And reports are also stating that it is someone from the UAE. Or the people, is it a consortium? Is it one billionaire? Is it multiple billionaires? We don't know. And news randomly came out as well about Saudi being interested in Bruno Fernandes, but Bruno won't be leaving in January, and it's looking like it will be a summer move if he does indeed move. Manchester United apparently looking 60 million for him. But again, people, all of these things there's nothing concrete. They're all rumors. But when Turki said what he said yesterday, I did believe there was some form of truth to it. Not saying Manchester United will get taken over. Not saying that Manchester United will in talks with an investor. What I'm saying is, though, there'll always be interest, I think, from billionaires in Manchester United because it's one of the biggest sporting franchises in the world. Simple as that. But you lot get your questions in anyway. If you're a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. And of course, if you're kind enough to super chat, I will make sure I get to your question, people. So there are the two surefire ways to make sure I get to your question. One, be a member. And that's a member at any level. Link is in the pinned comment for the membership, people. Links in the pinned comment for the membership. Also, as well, like I said, if you're kind enough to super chat. Well, make sure you run up the likes first and foremost. Make sure you do that. Hit that like button on the video, people. What are we doing? Run up the likes on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials, please. Yes, it's flawless at Sarcasm City TV. At Sarcasm City TV. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter, Instagram, all socials. Follow. And just on top of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. Big up to everyone in the chat already. Big up Vikran. Big up Sai. Who else is in the cut? Big up Shah. Big up Kingsman. Cal. Ak. I see all of you lot big up in the chat. Vikram says, don't want to get carried away, but if the news progresses tomorrow, I might need to start learning Arabic. Yeah, that's where I'm at. The same as yesterday. I'm not getting carried away until there's some form of concrete offer reported or there's news of a concrete offer or anything. But Turki Alsheikh is a fairly reliable source that he's not just saying that for no reason. But for him to say advanced talks with an investor, is it 100% of the club? Is it part ownership? Is it 25%? Is it Ineos's percent? Is it 50%? Like, who knows? Who's also shopping this deal? Is it the Glazers who are pushing this deal forward? Is it Ineos? Is it both? There's so many questions, and we just don't have the answers. We really don't have the answers. We really don't. Sai says, my yesterday's post about Manchester. Oh, yeah, that was it. Big up to Sai. He's been kind enough to drop Turki's tweet in the chat as well. But yeah, UAE is saying, do you think Ineos would sell flawless? I think they're comfy. I think Ineos would sell at the right price. I think Ineos would sell at the right point. This way, I think Ineos are more likely to sell than the Glazers. Because I think Ineos would ask for less. The Glazers, if it's 100%, because they're the majority owners, I think the Glazers, let's say the Glazers would ask for 6 billion, 7 billion, whatever it is. I don't think Ineos would ask for that much. I personally think Ineos would sell at 2 billion. I think $1 billion would turn their heads. I legit think $1 billion would turn their heads, yes. So, even though they're both comfortable, money talks. Money talks, man, especially at this. Money talks at any level, but especially this level, which is the highest level of the sport. And when I say it, I'm talking the figures. We're talking billions. Billions, people. Billions. We're not talking millions. We're talking billions. We are not just talking a life-changing amount of money for yourself. We're talking generational wealth. There's a difference between being a millionaire and being rich. And there's a difference between generational wealth. And Chris Rock had a great joke about that. Was it Never Scared when he was talking about the difference between being rich and being wealthy? We're talking welfare. Rich, you can lose. Just by doing some crazy stuff. You can lose being rich with a gambling addiction. You gamble too much. How many players do we see hear of that went broke who were millionaires? That can't happen as a billionaire if you're wealthy. Like, you can't lose that. That's passed down generation to generation to generation. So yes, I think a billion would turn Ineos's head and they'll go, hey, you know what? I don't know how much they paid for Manchester United, but it wasn't a billion, was it? So they're probably making double. They're probably making double. The only reason I think they wouldn't sell is because they wanted United on a pride thing. I don't think they want it just for the money. No, it's not just for the money. But if someone doubles down and trebles what you paid for it, it'll turn your head. That's what I'd say. I think they are very prideful of owning Manchester United. You know what? You know what can combat pride? Money. How much did they pay? Let me actually find out. How much did Ineos pay for their share? Let's see. How much did Ineos pay for Manchester United? Let's see. All right. So Ineos through Sir Jim Ratcliffe's paid a total of approximately, right, so it was 1.3 billion. So let's say they offer 3 bill. They might look at that and go, hey, you know what? We paid 1.25 billion, 1.3 billion. That's what it's saying here on Google. So if someone says, all right, we'll double that and we'll pay you 3 billion, which is nothing to billionaires. We're talking in the South, we're talking Saudis and UAE, Middle East. Obviously, UAE is the one that's been reported. So yeah, look at it and go, yeah. Potentially. I'm not saying they definitely would sell. I'm not saying they definitely would sell. I'm just saying they would consider it. Same way the Glazers, I think, would consider it, but obviously it would cost a lot more. I think anybody's considering that. Anybody. Unless you're like in love with the football club, like it's your baby type of thing, then you may not want to sell. Like, put it this way, like Roman Abramovich when he was at Chelsea, I think if he would have got offered a big amount for Chelsea, he wouldn't have sold because he loved Chelsea that much. But that's a rarity that owners genuinely invested, emotionally invested in a football club, and they don't just see it as a business. I think if someone offered the Ineos 3 billion today, they'd take the money. Genuinely, whereas the Glazers, no. I think they would want much. Obviously, they'd want more than 3 billion, but I think they would want more than the asking price. But hey, we move. Do you think it's a PR tactic to divert from Manchester United having another poor season, especially as this international break? I would have said that, but why would Turki Alsheikh say what he said? If this was just some random Twitter account and there was nothing concrete, I'd hear it. But why would he say it? He has no reason to say it. Bear in mind, he's not investing, and there's no one in Saudi Arabia who's investing. So he's not involved. But obviously, he'll know the people, and reports are coming out that it's UAE. So if it's UAE, then why would he say anything? Why would he say that? That's what doesn't make no sense to me. Like, why would he lie? Put it this way, here's what I say. He has no reason to lie about this. What does he have to gain from lying about it? Like, his word holds weight. He's not just some random dunny. It's not like he's just some random guy. But yeah. True, not PR though. What's that? True, not PR. Thought that also he has no motive. Yeah, he has zero motive in this. Now, if it was him, it makes sense. If it was Sheikh Jassim was involved, or not Sheikh Jassim. Someone mentioned Sheikh Jassim in the chat. If Turki Alsheikh was involved or a Saudi consortium was involved, that makes sense him saying this. But why, again, he has no reason. He has zero reason to say so. And not only has he tweeted it out, he's then doubled down the next day to clarify. Big up everyone on the Bomber redirect from Saeed's channel. Shout out to Saeed every single time. I thought it was a Bomber at first. So yeah, that's how I'm looking at it in regards to it. He has no reason to lie, which makes me believe he has been told that. How true, where that has come from, we don't know. But I believe he's told that. I don't think Sheikh, I keep going to say Sheikh Jassim. I don't think Turki Alsheikh just woke up and went, all right, I'm no source and I'm just going to tweet that Manchester United are currently talking to an investor. No. Someone's told him something. Like I said, whether that information is right or not, we don't know. We really don't know. Let's see. 'Cause, 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 see. ' See, yeah, Turkey doesn't need any cheap frills or engagement. This guy ain't an ordinary clown. He's one of the most influential figures in sport. The boxing landscape shows you everything. Yeah, I'm a boxing fan, so I know about him in regards to what he's done in boxing. So for him just to tweet something just out of the blue, no, like, nah, it's not him. The reason why they're saying Bomber tweet because Saeed had Bomber in his title. That's what it is. That's what he was saying. Big up Lucky as well. Why buy a club with 1.5 billion in debt? Because of how much you can make. That's why. 1.5 billion to a billionaire, and the people we're talking about is £10.50 to me and you. You'll never walk alone. That's like saying to me or you, oh, why would you buy this company and it's got £10.50 worth of debt? That's the equivalent of what it is. And also billionaires as well. It's not about making money for them because they're billionaires. It's about the thrill of owning Manchester United and being involved. It's like Turki Alsheikh in boxing. He don't need, he's not into boxing to make money. He wants to see the best fights. Hence why he works with everyone. He don't work with just Matchroom or just Queensbury or just Golden Boy or just Top Rank or just Boxer. Like, that's what it is with, that's why you would buy it with 1 point, because they'll wipe that clean. 1.5 billion debt, nothing. Probably got that in his couch. Flawless, don't you think this would create unnecessary issue and discourse? No, I really don't. I don't see how it causes unnecessary issues and discourse. Nah, not in the slightest. I just want I don't even care about people being rich who own Manchester United. Of course, I want them to have money, but my main thing is I want them to have Manchester United's best interests at heart on the football pitch. Whoever the owner is, I don't care about having super rich owners. They don't have to be super rich. Yes, they need to have some form of money behind them. Do they want what's best for Manchester United in a footballing sense? Is the number one goal Manchester United being successful on the football pitch? That is what I want from our owner. I don't care where he's from. Let me just clarify this. I couldn't care less where he's from. It can be the Middle East. It could be the Caribbean. It could be Africa. It could be right here in Manchester. It could be somewhere else in Europe. It could be Asia. It could be someone from Mars or Jupiter or Saturn or wherever the case may be. The freaking Quahog, Springfield, Woodcrest. I do not care who owns Manchester United. All I want them to do is have Manchester United's best interests at heart on the football pitch, number one. And number two, have some form of money to back that up as well. That's where I'm at. If we have owners that care, we're ahead of the curve already. And we've not had owners who have cared for years now. And we've still been successful. We've still picked up trophies. And Manchester United runs itself. That's the case may be. You don't even need that much. Yes, but hey, we move. We move. Flawless, people thought man was a journalist. It's the unboxing people who are brushing the news away thinking he was clickbaiting. That's why I said yesterday's last time that when I seen it was Turki Alsheikh, I was like, I kept saying it yesterday. Get me the tweet. Get me the tweet. Because if he's tweeting it, there's something to it. Not saying it's going to happen. Let me clarify that. Not saying Manchester United are definitely in talks with an investor. I'm just saying he is a reliable source, and I believe he's been told that. How true it is, we don't know yet. But hey, we move. My hair is a mess, but here we are. Here we are. Good job, it's dark. Right, let me do that. Jesus. Where we at? All this nonsense is to distract us. Don't be stupid, family. ITN, who's what's it called? Who's being distracted? Who's being distracted? I'm not being distracted. I'm reporting on I'm talking about what I'm being asked about. No one's been distracted. No one here. I've not said it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's definitely going on. I'm just talking about what's going on and giving my thoughts on it. I've not got gassed up. I've not gassed up. No one's promoting anything. No one's promoting anything. I'm being asked about it. Yeah, me though. Springfield. I don't care. It could be Mo. It could be C. Montgomery Burns. I couldn't care less. Do they have Manchester United's best interests at heart in regards to being successful on the football pitch? Is that the number one? Is that the number one thing? That's where I'm at. Yo, he's definitely heard it from someone close to him. Someone from, because it's saying UAE. Somebody said it to him. But hey, Yeah, it could be Bart Simpson. It might be Nelson Muntz. Could be what is his name? Who's the hillbilly? Is it Cletus? Well, yeah. It's funny how it comes after Jim's interview about 3 years. Yes, I hear it. Remember, the Glazers don't do business with people who publicly can shit on them. That's true. That's why it's good that it's quiet. Is it Cleveland? I thought it was Cletus, but you lot know what I'm talking about. The hillbilly and Simpsons with all the kids. Don't do bet, but no one from because they're saying it's UAE. Nobody said anything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said anything. How did you get out of the ugly hair phases while growing them out? Because I'm currently stuck in it 10 months into growing this out. Wear hats. That's what you gotta do, man. Just wear hats until it gets long enough to the point it's crazy. I only took this out because I need to wash it, but yeah, just wear hats and you'll be all right. That's all. Where else tweet at? It's way too early, flawless, but if the club got taken over, do you think they would make a complete overhaul? Yes. Because everything would leave. Think about if United got taken over. So let's say the Glazers and the Ineos were moved on. Who's left? So it means there's no. So you got complete new ownership. There's no COO. There's no CEO. There's no technical director. There's no director of football. There's nothing. There's nobody left on the hierarchy because the entire hierarchy is Glazers and Ineos. So if you take over the now they could hire certain people. They could say, hey, Wilcox or Barada or whoever, yes. But it would be a complete overhaul in regards to the top, which I'm all for. I'd love a complete overhaul. People keep talking about, oh, you want the ownership just to spend big money. No, I want someone in charge or people in charge. Again, you want what's best for the football club in regards to results on the football pitch. Put football first. That's where I'm at. Put football first. That's where I'm at. Could see Sheikh Jassim coming back to bid? I don't know. Flawless, I never doubt your intelligence. You state what you're hearing, but quickly reduce this nonsense. Jim the Rat has told us Amrin will fail and he will accept that. Reduce what? Not ITN, I'm lost. Reduce what nonsense? What have I stated that is nonsense? What are you I'm lost. You're going to have to further elaborate. I don't know. I'm lost as in regards to what you're talking about. Like, please elaborate. What nonsense have I stated? Yeah, I know you're wrong, Carl, because you've been on the run because United have been losing. You only hear when United win. I know you've been wrong. Sai's been here. We told you this yesterday. UAE is the cover story. The real bid will come from Qatar. Well, see me though. I don't know, but we will find out. No one noticed him saying he hopes new owners are better than the current. Clearly, my man is anti-Glazers in Ineos, so he tweeted. Oh yeah, because he's a fan. Because he said that in the tweet. He said in the tweet. Where is it? Just to clarify, I'm not an investor, nor are they from my nation. I'm posting this as a fan who wishes the deal to happen. He's like us. He wants a deal. Like, just because he's a billionaire, don't change. Like, he can see it. Hey, these men are messing up Manchester United, and I'm a fan of the football club. So, of course, he hopes the deal happens. I don't think there's a Manchester... All right, let me clarify that. Most Manchester United fans would be happy with the deal going through. That's what I'd say. Yeah, he did say he's just a fan and just leaked the info. Love that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stating you. I'm stating that rumors about UAE trending. That's it. No harsh feelings. I always like your channel, bro. Yeah, so we're going to talk about it because it's rumors. We're going to talk about it. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. Nah, Sai, I was actually defending your name because people were trying to accuse you. Kyle was trying to accuse you of like ducking and not being here. And I was like, Sai's here all of the time. If you go back and check the Q&A yesterday, because I pulled up the fan calling show, I pulled up the game, the watch along Chelsea-Liverpool. I was like, Sai's been here. He's here on a regular basis. In this interview, Jim basically got backed into saying the 3-year thing for Amarin. People need to see the clip. Quotes and actual clips come across as two different things. Jim is a waffler. Here, the thing is, I haven't watched the whole thing, Zlatan, but him saying the fact that that's come out of the interview and then he's not said anything tells us all that we need to know. Just sack him. But I said this yesterday because there's people who are new here who didn't hear me speak on the Jim Ratcliffe and Amarin thing. That sounds fantastic. We'll give him 3 years to prove he's a good coach. Let us go and lose a couple games and then see if you have that same energy. All he's done is give people so much ammunition for when you do eventually sack him, because people are just going to wheel back these quotes. They're going to wheel back the interview. Well, what happened to this? That's all he's done, man. That's all man has done. It's just foolish. My bro Tox tweeted it before I got to it and was like, that's the quote that's going to be everywhere when you sack him. When you say these outlandish things. Oh, we'll give him 3 years. Okay, you die on this hill. It sounds very much like United fans in the summer were like, no, we're going to give Amorim time and we're going to give him patience and we're going to be much better. And then we played Arsenal and then it was good feelings. Even though we lost the game, it was a good performance and something to build on. And then boom. All of a sudden, we drew to Fulham and lost to Grimsby, and that shit went out the window. So I'm just going to wait. That's all. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to pull it up now, Zlatan. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up. What platform is it on? What was the interview on? I'm pulling it up now. And big up to Saeed again for the redirect. There's over 380 of you lot in the building. Hey, let's run up these likes, man. How many likes are we on? Because I know it's not enough. Yeah, we're only at 42 likes. Let's get up to 80 likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Let's run up these likes, please. Hit that subscribe button as well. Roll to 16K. Can I play this or will it get? I'll watch it later, but bless up for that. I don't know if I get copyright strike or not. Beanie Man Sports. But big up, Zlatan. Thank you. I appreciate that. Exactly. One thing we can't accuse Sai of is ducking. He's everywhere, guys. He's a regular viewer. He's here as often as I am. Man, cheap to say, Sai ain't here. What? Do you think Jim was just on a wind-up thing flawless because he knows we might be cooked? No. I don't think he's that character. I think all the quotes coming out did to me was back up what I was already thinking. That you're ignorant to the situation, that it's complete negligence, and you just don't want to admit you're wrong. So you are going to not even double down. You're not going to triple down. You are going to quadruple down on your wrong decision. Because everything points to Amorim not being good enough. The eye test and the stat test all point to this man not being good enough. But you don't want to sack him because you don't want to admit you was wrong, because then people will look at you and go, how have you got this so wrong? Why is it taking you so long to sack him? Not knowing this is football. If they sacked him today and the next manager was successful, guess what? You know what would happen? We wouldn't care about Amorim. It'd be all hail Ineos because we've been successful again. That's what it is. We couldn't care less. We couldn't care less about the last manager if the current guy is successful. That's what it is in football. We're all about the now. If the next manager is successful, we will not care about Amorim. Same way we don't care about Ten Hag because it's all on Amorim because he's been that bad. Even though they took too long to sack Ten Hag. But yeah. Oh, did Saeed play it? All right, cool. Bless. I was just making sure. All right, give me a second. Let me share it. Blessings. Appreciate it. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Let me screen share it. Let's find out. Let's see what he said.
We have to be patient, and we have a long-term plan. It isn't a light switch, and you can't run a club like Manchester United on knee-jerk reactions to some journalist who goes off on one, every week. Sorry.
So Amorim gets at least the rest of the season then?
Amorim, he's a good guy. Yeah,
that's not the same thing. He's a good guy. It's not the rest of the season.
Yeah, I would say Ruben, he needs to demonstrate that he's a great coach over 3 years.
So you give him 3 years?
Yeah, that's where I would be. Yeah, 3 years, because football's not overnight.
No, and as you say, the Alex Ferguson example is exactly that, isn't it?
And you look at Arteta at Arsenal. He had a miserable time for the first couple of years.
Arteta at Arsenal is a bad one. The Arteta at Arsenal one is a bad one. That's a bad one. Notice how he wouldn't say it to the end of the season, and the guy pressed him on it because the guy said it because he was like, "Oh, he's a good guy." That's not what I asked you. And people do that. That's crazy. He took my bar because I say that shit a lot. I say that shit a lot where I ask someone something and they say something and I go, that's not why I asked you. Notice that. People pay attention, and Zlatan's in the same kind of similar thought process to me. That is very, very, very telling. That he didn't back him for this. He didn't say, yeah. Again, man, just straight up stubbornness. Don't want to admit he's wrong. If that's your guy for 3 years, you say, yeah, he's getting to the end of the season. Why didn't you answer the question? Why didn't you answer the question? Because you know, man. You know what it is. You know he's not good enough. You know he's not good enough. If I'm the manager and that's my owner, I need more confidence than that. You ain't backing me. All right, man. Okay. All right, man. Not convinced. I didn't the slightest. He didn't look convinced and he didn't sound convincing because that's he'll get to the end of the season. Or he's a good guy. What is this? You know what I'm saying? You telling me my brethren's told me he's got to see a girl and she's got a brethren. What does the brethren look like? Oh, she's a nice girl. That's not what I asked, but you already know what that means. It's the same thing. Can't trick me. Can't fucking trick me. Like, what do you think this is? Like, yo, I'm a man them that tried that in the past. Oh, she a nice girl. That's not what I asked from. That is not what I asked. Don't try it. It's the same shit. Yeah, man. Even the reporter, smirking 3 years. Even the reporter, like, it's lucky that that's like a professional reporter. Shouts to Yan City in the chat as well. Hey, what we doing? Now, I will always say, you're my guy. Like, I'll curse you out, but I ain't gonna let anyone else do it. Like, any of the outside, I'm not gonna let no outsiders do it, is what I'd say. But I'll curse you out. It is. Speaking like Z, it might be over flawless. I said it yesterday. He sounds like Vader. The quotes, not so much in that clip, but all of the quotes. It's Vaterish. Shout out to my guy Vader. Make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV. Extraordinary gaslighting. We call Vader the gaslighter extraordinaire, the GLE. He sounds like Vader. Oh, let's give him 3 years. Oh, he's a good guy. Tell me Vader wouldn't spin that type of stuff. My nose gaslighting when I see it. My nose non-belief when I see it. Like, you can't bluff me, man. You can't kid a kiddo. And there's too many Manchester United fans who are too smart who are like, yeah, you can't. Even Zlatan said it before I even watched the clip. Watch the full clip. You see it. Let's look at his body language as well. This man always leaning to one side when he's waffling. I said he's leaning to one side when he's waffling. Now, Pitto, man just said she's nice. That's it. That's what it is. That's the telltale sign right there. The telltale sign right there. That's what it is. But hey, we move. Like, yo, and this is, again, word to Killmonger, man. Is this your king? They want these guys in the fucking first place. See what Vader's saying here. See this? I told you it sounds like Vader. That's why he loves it. Because it sounds like something he would say. Big up Vader. I was using you as an example yesterday and further today where he says, did I hear my name? Large up flawless. How Sir Jim answered that as good news flawless. He might be firing Amarim soon. Here it is. This is what I'm talking. See how Vader's with it, because Vader, this is the type of thing Vader would say to me. If we were going back and forth about this shit he would say to me on the show. Yeah, he's a nice guy, did the deal and all this. Oh, jeez. Same as our fans, flawless. Did United win last night? Yeah, we played all right. The XG is high. Did we win though? That's it, East. Notice when teams are winning games and being successful, there's no talk about XG. No one talking about Palace or Bournemouth are talking about, XG. And they're two teams who are flying high right now. When Liverpool won the league last season, people weren't talking about XG. When City have been dominant, no one went talking about XG. No one talks about XG when a team is actually performing well and doing what they're at the pinnacle. Ain't no XG talk, or even if a team's overachieving. Nottingham Forest last season, their XG was probably the lowest because of the way they played when they was in the top 4 for the large part of last season. Most of last season, they was in top 4, top 5. Did anyone mention Nottingham Forest's XG? No. And it was probably low because of how they played on the counter-attack with the deep line. It was probably low. It's probably bottom 6 in the league. Tells you all you need to know, man. Oh, my bad, sir. I missed the question. My bad. I'll get to it. Hey, you lot continue to get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, of course, your question takes priority like a super chat, people. Flawless. Now, Jim spoken about Ruben. If results don't go well, do you think the Glazers will push Ineos to sack him? Not push, but I think Ineos will just tell him. I don't think it's a pushing thing. Like, they might suggest it, yes, but what was a key quote that came out yesterday when Ratcliffe was asked what would happen if the Glazers wanted to get rid of Amorim, and he said that won't happen. So he's not saying it can't happen, he's saying that won't happen. So you can't even say it confidently because they're the majority shareholders. So I think if the Glazers say, yeah, we want him gone, I don't know how it works in regards to the board and votes, but I'm guessing they have the majority say so because they're, 70% shareholders, is it? Or 60-odd%? So, yeah. That's what I would look at. Where we at? The quote sounded absolute brutal when they came out in writing yesterday, but listening to this today, this geezer is just pissing in the wind. He is and has been with this. And what makes it even worse is if they just sacked him and got it right, everything else, I don't have any issue with Ineos, you know. I've said this before, even though I'm one of the content creators who are most critical of them. 2 reasons. 1, I think they absolutely stink when it comes to the managerial side of things. And 2, they did a deal with the Glazers. They're the 2 issues I have with them. Outside of that, I have no issues with Ineos in regards to what if the budget cuts, new stadium plans, new training facilities, cutting staff, all of these things, no qualms, cut down the wage bill. I think transfers, incomings and outgoings have been good as well. It's just the managerial side of things. It's like, how can you get this so wrong? And it just has us tanking and going backwards at an alarming rate. Diabolical. Joke thing, man. Fucking joke thing. What are we doing? When my employer says I need to show I'm a good employee, I'm on a thin line. Been there. I've been pulled into offices when I've done call center jobs and that. Hey, you need to get some sales, you know. Oh, your rap time's too much. You know what I'm saying? No, you need to spend more times on the phone. I'll be doing everything trying to not spend time on the phone. I ain't trying to talk to anyone. Oh, you need to take more calls. All this type of stuff. Joke thing. Well, yeah, like I said, link for the comments. Link for the membership is in the comments, people. So if you want to join the membership any level, that makes sure I get to your question, people. And of course, again, if you're kind enough to super chat, I'll get to it also. Well, yeah, that's it. Hey, Jez, blessings, man. Every single time. Big up, family. Big up, man. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're good. Where was I at? But yeah, back to the actual title of the video. Part of the title of the video. It remains to be seen. I'm just waiting on something concrete, but I do like that Turki Alsheikh has come out and said that, because that's not from nowhere. Will it lead to anything? I don't know. I'm just waiting on a concrete bid. Will run me a concrete bid, because he's saying that in advanced talks with an investor. I'm glad he leaked it. Someone got to ask him some more. I don't know if Leon has anybody in the boxing. Well, he is in the boxing space, but he has anyone close, because I need to know. I need to know. I'd be asking him. All right, so what you mean? And what you mean an investor? Is that 100%? Is that the Ineos ownership? Is it joint? Is it going to be 3 parties? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Where we at? Do you think they're backing him publicly because they know he's under pressure, Flawless? Absolutely. Because if your manager's doing well and you have no issues with him, guess what? You don't need to back him publicly. There needs to be there is no questions about it. Why is there no questions about slot at Liverpool to FSG? Even though they've lost 3 games. There's none with FSG. There's not FSG are not coming out and backing Slot. The owners at City are not backing Pep. Same with Maresca. Same with the ownership at Newcastle with Howe. Same with the ownership at Bournemouth with Areola. Same with the ownership at Palace with Glasner. The list goes on. When a manager's performing well, you don't even question it. But it's when a manager's underperforming. It's like, that's where it is. Flawless, Ineos done well until now. Why can't you agree? I literally just spoke on this, Cal. I literally just spoke about Ineos. You really just be typing to type, don't you? Because this is the second day and the second night in a row now. You said some shit that is completely wrong. I literally just spoke about Ineos. Literally. I don't even know what to say. Jim talking about Amorim like he's 16 out of 10. You already know what that means, people. That's story.
By the way,
but
can
here
I
we
just
are.
say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Right, big up the panel. I told as for yo, that video. Blame Canal, man. It was the perfect setup. It was the perfect setup. And he was talking about him like he's talking about him like he's 16 out of 10. Shout out Yan. Yan's in the chat as well. Those that don't know, Yan City, she's one of the women in the video. She's one of the female. Shout out Yan every single time. Oh, Jesus, yo. That clip, yo. Hey, I didn't add the cricket sound because initially it wasn't. Tom Little suggested the cricket sound. I think he added it. I think it was Tom Little. Tom Little added the cricket sound and then somebody slowed it down and then like did the individual freeze frame on everyone's face. Oh, shit. Where's who, Ryan? He was here on the weekend. He's in the chat sometimes, but every time he's in the chat, one of the mods time him out. But he was on the panel Saturday or something, or Sunday. He was here though. And he was in the chat as well. He's been here. Oh, that shit was good, yo. Lord of mercy, yo. Whew. Funny as fuck. Right, you lot continue to get your questions in as well, yo. Most people you've seen here are still about. They might just not be about as often, or they may be in the chat or whatnot. People get busy and stuff like that, but you lot know the show must go on as well, yo. Yeah, I love that 16 out of 10 clip, man. It's great. It's fantastic. In regards to it, hey, please play that again. Got you, Anthony. No problem, my guy. No problem.
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Right, big up the panel. I told as for yo, the stupid yo, it's the stupid face, yo. Man just looks so dumb, yo. Oh, Jesus, yo. I don't know. You got to ask him, man. I don't know if he was saying, no, I think he was calling her a 16 out of 10. Not them combined. He was saying separately. So they were both, yeah, they're 16 out of 10, like separate. That's what he weren't saying. He weren't saying combined. Because if that's the case, he would have been like out of 20, yo. Like, oh, shit. Oh shit! I'm crying tears all over again. Yo. That is beautiful. Oh, big up! I got you. What's great about it, yeah? It's an old clip. It's an old clip, yeah. And it's still funny as ever. Like it still gets me like it's the first time I've seen it. Oh, Jesus, man. Oh, fucking hell, yo. Whew. Right, let me get composed, yo. Right, big up Sai says, not a question, Flawless, but I really wanted to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak about my team on your channel. And because of you, I got invited to Don C's channel. Big up. Love Sai every single time, man. You already know, this platform is not just for me. This is why I do the fan calling shows, is to hear from as many people as possible. I want to hear from I want opinions from as many people as possible, as many different teams all across the globe, man. Sarcasm City is a city that welcomes all, except Ryan, for obvious reasons, because, you know, you just seen the clip. So, yeah, we welcome all here. We don't care where you're from. Just don't be a Ryan, and you're welcome. That's legit. That's it. It's pretty much like one of the 10 commandments in the city, man. Don't be a Ryan. Don't be a dick. That's what I'm saying. Don't be all too serious, and just keep it step. That's it. I got you, man. I play at the end. I got you. All right, let's see what else you like. Yeah, this Bruno news as well. Randomly came out, people. The Bruno Fernandes news was random as well, but it is international break, so I do take that into consideration, stating that he won't be leaving in January. There's still interest from Saudi, and it's more likely the summer. Should have sold him this last summer. I'd still sell him in January now because it's like, what are we really playing for? Outside of the FA Cup, what are Manchester United playing for? Granted, I think we'll have a new manager by then. Maybe we're fighting for European places depending on when this manager is sacked and how far off we are. Because United are capable of finishing in European spots. It's not a problem whatsoever. I don't think that's an issue. I think a good manager gets us into European places. And then we build from there type of thing. Do we go in January and sign someone? Who knows? Is it on this new investor or potential new ownership? It's all a wait and see, but it's always sell Bruno. So if we could sell him in January, report said 60 million. I'm not sure the source. So again, take this with a pinch of salt as well. But that's how I look at it. I'm not, just get him gone. That's it. And of course, people, solo Q&A is international break. So if you don't want to ask anything outside, like Si mentioned, certain Sarcasm City TV related. If you not got any questions about Sarcasm City TV, got any questions for me in regards to content creating, anything like that, no, you lot love the Gyal talk conversations and the Gyal questions, feel free. Films, other sports, whatever the case may be, people. Get your questions in. Cause I know we did this on the last Q&A, one of the solo Q&As a couple weeks ago. The shit was hilarious. You lot had me rolling with the questions. But someone mentioned, I forgot his name, but he went on the 4th date with the girl. I can't remember his name. And you lot had me rolling with that. Hopefully he's good. Hopefully he went back on another date with her again. I hope he did anyway, because she seemed to like him and he seemed to like her. So yeah. Floyd, do you think Amarim can turn it around? No, I don't think he's got a prayer. I got more chance of Margot Robbie responding to my DM. Nah, even glazing, man. You're just being honest. We're even glazing, you're just being honest, man. You're just being honest. That's what it is. And it's no surprise side that Don C shouted you for his channel as well, because you're entertaining, man. No, one, you know football, and then 2, you're entertaining, so it makes sense. Shout out to Don C. I was locked into some of it. Make sure you subscribe to Donversations TV as well. Make sure you do so. Subscribe to Donversations TV. Oh, yeah, different level frenzy. Margot Robbie, different. 100%. So, yeah, that's how much I believe that Amarim can turn it around. I think there's more chance of her responding to my DM. And I even DM'd her. So that tells you where I'm at with Amarim turning it around. No. And what does turning it around even entail? Samuel, to you. What is turning it around entail? Let me know. If you're still, you're still in the chat because you just wrote it. What does turning it around mean, Samuel? What does that mean? Let me know. The milkman is back. I never left. I've been here. I never left. Milk Luther King Jr. has always been in the building. Saying Cravendale consumer, calcium connoisseur, the winter soldier. If it's good snow, I must go. Been here. Where have you lot been? What are we talking about? Been here. The milkman, you know what I'm saying? Milk and magnesium. We know this. What are you lot talking about? The winter soldier. Mr. Plow. The list goes on. I don't know where you lot have been. I don't know where you lot have been. It's crazy work. Vikram, you are regular. Where these lot been? Like I've not been saying this for months now. Longer than that, however long it's been. Yeah. If it's good snow, I must go. Yeah, man. Milk Luther King, you already know. You lot ain't over on the Clips channel. All right, let me just pull this up since we're here. Shout out to Prime. This was a great clip. You lot make sure you go watch the full. I won't play the full thing, but yeah, 1 second. I don't know where you lot have been. Yeah, I'm talking about the milkman is back. Huh? Excuse me? I started that question as well, Si. I've got you. Hold up. If you lot, make sure you go subscribe to the Clips channel as well. Sarcasm City TV Clips. Look at this. What are you lot talking about? He's in my DMs right. Maybe it is. Maybe Margot
You would
Robbie's
love
in my
it, yo.
DMs right now, man. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? This is all ifs and buts. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you
Bro,
want
it's
to 20 million like
specifically
that?
Margot Robbie.
Because she led, man. Lord of because she led. Lord of
Fair,
mercy. Yeah.
fair.
That Wolf of Wall Street film.
If it's not snowing, you're not going, is it?
If it ain't snowing, I ain't going, man. Milk Luther King, Cravendale consumer. You know what I'm saying? The calcium
Man,
It's a
connoisseur.
Cravendale, blood. Man said Cravendale, bro. His brother. Oh my god.
I've not had that milk since
shit's
it's all
great.
You already know, man. Yeah, you look, go check it out, man. On the Clips channel, I'll drop the link in the chat. Go subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel, please, people. Go subscribe. That's the full video right there. And then the Clips channel, make sure you head over there. Many other clips, including that one. Shout out to Prime. Does great work over there. Yeah, the editing is A1. Shout out to Prime every single time, man. Yeah, I know people are new here, so won't know about the Clips channel, but you know about it now. Multiple clips over there. Hilarious clips. I'll show some more shortly. I'll show some more. But yeah, shout out Prime every single time, man. Latimus Prime, you don't know him. Gialamus Prime. He does all the edits on the channel. Quality. Man said, like win back-to-back games, going on a run of games. So that's turning it around. All right. Nah, but you hit it well for ages until Margot Robbie got brought up. What can I say? That's my celebrity crush. Like, that's numero uno. So I was like, yeah, this is what it is. Like I say, that Wolf of Wall Street scene. Lord of mercy. All right, where we at? Flawless, I'm new to JME's music. Not gonna lie, he's good. Do you listen to him? Not as much now, no, but Boy Better Know, which is the crew he's in, I used to listen to a lot growing up. So Boy Better Know was one of my favorite crews. When I was like, used to listen to grime years back when I first got into grime. So like JME was in the crew, JME, Skepta, Wiley. They were like the three main ones. And then you had like Frisco, Shorty, BBK as well. So yeah, because I used to be a grime head heavy from like 2001 until 2010. Like I still listen to grime now, but I was probably like heavily like listening to it. Like people would drop and I pay attention, and clashes and radio sets and mixtapes and albums and new tracks. But yeah, JME, yeah. Like I said, JME is what's it called? Boy Better Know is one of my favorite. That being said, let me take you back before JME. Meridian Crew is my favorite clique of all time. That's my favorite grime crew of all time is Meridian Crew. And he was in that. So Meridian Crew, for those that don't know, that was before Boy Better Know. So Meridian Crew was JME, Skepta, Big H, Bossman. You would have seen Bossman. It's a while now. He was on Rance's channel. So there's Bossman. Who else is on there? It's Bossman, Big H, JME, Skepta, and there's a couple more as well. But yeah, like Meridian Crew. So I've got like old Meridian Crew like sets and tracks on my PS3, like from years back, type of thing. But yeah. I'm a big grime head, not as much now, but back then, yes. Back then. Where we at? I even say I miss grime. I miss certain people, but it's still there if you look for it. I'm just too lazy to go look for it. That's all it is. Flawless, you got opportunity now. She's single now. Hey, if Amarim turns it around, I'm a messenger because miracles do happen. If Amarim turns it around and he's successful and all the Amarim in it say, look, you were so wrong, I'm a DMer. Because that's saying miracles do fly. I mean, miracles do happen. And then one of these pigs going to fly past my window as well. See what else you lot saying. Catalan out. It says, how many times do United fall for this shit? The Glazers are not selling. I don't think anybody's fell for it though. I've not seen anybody fall for it. Who's fall for it? Margot is like the ultimate snow bunny. Does she like black guys? I even follow like that. Well, she is lang. Margot is pretty, to be fair. I thought she was older than she is though. I even know how old she is. Yeah, Skepta definitely one of the GOATs for a 2-3 year period. He was my favorite grime MC by none. I thought he was untouchable. Like, because he was for those that don't know, Skepta was a DJ at first. He DJ'd. And then he started MCing. And him for that 2-3 years, he's my favorite MC. I can still quote old school Skepta lyrics now from like 2005 or 20 years later. I know it word for word. There's certain tracks that I listen to and I know it word for word 20 years later. Yeah. Old school Skepta and Grime. Different. My favorite MCs. Without doubt. Is it? The same age as me, for true. Fez. I mean, I miss when it was a mainstream. It was authentically British, which I appreciated as someone from the States, Puerto Rico. I hear that. I think you just then have to look at the people coming up. That's what it is. Also check like different places as well. You got Manchester MCs, Birmingham MCs, of course, London MCs as well. If you just search for it, you'll find over MCs. Definitely. Yeah, man. God forgive me if I bust my 9. I don't want to get locked up like Shine. Yeah, yo, Skepta was, yeah. My thing. Really was. Where we at? Oh, good question, Si. I've been converted to Amarim. We just accept the BS and see where it takes us. Our only hope at this stage. That's another thing that don't live in the city. Like I said, no Ryan. You see hope and optimism. It's too close to delusion. That's another thing we don't deal with. So the ITN, you by yourself with that one. You by yourself. I'm buying the UAE outfits and flags if they buy us, not gonna lie. I'm just quietly hoping we get a sugar daddy like Roman. I hear it. I trust me. I've got the full attire. I'm waiting. I have the full attire there. I've got the full gown thing. I've got the head wrap. I've got the black thing you put around the head wrap as well. I am ready. I've got the full gown thing. And by the way, this isn't because of this ownership. It's when I was out in Dubai and I bought it when I was out there. So like, because it just looked fire. So I was like, yeah. So it's there. Been waiting. This is what happened last time. Yeah. I'll be on streaming it if that happens. If we get taken over, whether it's United Arab Emirates or somewhere else in the Middle East, I will be here in the full drip. I said the ground's like, it's like gray. Yeah, it's like a gray color. And then I got the red and white head wrap and then the black thing that goes around it. I don't even know if it's here. Might be able to find it. Give me a sec. Give me 1 sec, you look. I don't know if it's the hand, but it's in the drawer there somewhere. It's in the drawers there somewhere. And you lot run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well, man. Hit the likes. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, see, look. Told you, look. This is from when I was in Dubai. Look, I got the full thing. I can't be asked pulling out the whole gown. Can you not see that? Look. Got the head wrap. Thing that goes around the head. And the full thing. You got to see that. And again, I had that from years ago. I had that from yonks because I bought it when I was out there. Crazy part is, when I wore it out there, I was in Dubai. And then people will come up to me talking in the language. I was like, I'm from Manchester. Be like, oh shit, for real? Yeah. But I was out there. Yeah, they thought I was like, I was like, sorry, Manchester on holiday. See, I still say, hey, it is what it is, Si. If he turns it around, I'll still shoot my shot regardless. I got you on the Duolingo subscription for the Arabic lessons, flawless. You already know. I presume so. I presume there's some formal attire that goes with it. Like, I would say just some smart shoes go with it, to be honest. Some loafers or something. Yeah, some loafers or something like that. But you say I've seen people rocking it with trainers. Yeah, or sandals. You know, I suppose you can rock whatever. But like I said, I'll be on, like I've got, obviously I just can't be asked pulling out the whole thing, but I've got the whole attire. So I'm just waiting on it. I said crux, you know. Where else we at? See what you lot are telling me. Hey, how many likes are we on? Let me check. Because I know it's not enough. Right. I can't believe they messed up YouTube Studio. Where are we at? Right, we're at 81 likes. Let's go up to 100 likes, people. We need 19 more likes. Subscribers, we need 2 more subscribers, people. So we need 19 more likes to get us up to triple digits in regards to likes. And then subscribers, we're at 15,808. 2 more subscribers, get us to 15,810. I know there's 2 of you lot who are here watching who have not subscribed, so make sure you do so. I was hoping Tottenham would get a takeover, but it seems Enoch don't want to sell. I guess I just have to wait and see if they actually will start investing more money into the club. Here, the thing is, Daniel, as well, it's like Spurs. Spurs already have the infrastructure. So you don't have to go in there and like build a new stadium. The stadium's there. They're already a profitable club. They're already well known. So it will be attractive to ownerships, to like potential buyers, I should say. So you never know. You never know. Has Ed Woodward been employed since leaving Manchester United? I'm not sure. I don't think so, because it would have been in the news. Now, I could be wrong. Going on the first date tomorrow with a girl I've met 2 times and been talking with for 3 months straight. Hey, Sander, enjoy. You've been talking to her for 3 months. Calm. That's a layup. Go enjoy the date, man. I hope it goes well. Flawless, 5 things you want to see in football in general in the upcoming years. 5 things. This is anything. Manchester United to be better. All my rivals to suffer. So that's Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Leeds, Liverpool. Refereeing needs to be sorted out. Refereeing, that needs to get patterned. Like referees, they need to start punishing referees for not being good enough. There needs to be something in regards to that. 4, the transfer window being open, starting. The transfer window being open when that sounded proper, man. That's starting. The transfer window being open when the Premier League season starts. I think the window should be shut and then games start. I don't think it should be, all right, we're still negotiating while football's going on. No, I think there should be a cutoff point. That's 4. And then 5. I think that's the only 4. I like football. I do like football as it is. So that's probably it. Oh, yeah, all these international breaks. That's what I'd say. They need to pattern up do away with international friendlies. That's it. Do away. Nobody cares. Nobody's ever bought a player off an international friendly. No one's ever been picked because of a friendly. Nothing happens in friendlies no one cares about England versus Wales. Now, if it's England versus Wales in a World Cup qualifier or a Euro qualifier, then there's some stakes to it. Also, this is tied into that. If you're going to do that, like international friendlies, have countries who are rivals go at it. So, for instance, if England are going to play friendlies, have the home nations tournament like it's rugby. Have England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, Republic of Ireland. They go and play. Let's play. Let's see England go to Glasgow, or England go to Cardiff, or England go to Belfast. If you're going to do it like that. Flawless, rank your top 5 best teams right now and create 11 from those 5 teams. Top 5 best teams right now. Courtois and goal. Fullback. Who am I going right back? Hakimi. Left back, Nuno Mendes. Centre backs, Van Dijk. Really like Pacho for Arsenal. Pacho. Big up Tyrell Gunner, as I said that, but big up. Midfield. Vitinho, Pedri. In my midfield. Am I going at 10? Right wing. Am I going right wing? Because Salah has stunk up the gym this season so far. Left wing going Mbappe. Mbappe, Haaland, Yamal. I'll forget Yamal. Yes, there you go. Mbappe, Haaland, Yamal. I need a 10. Am I putting in a 10? So I've got Vitinho and Pedri in my midfield. Am I going 10? Or do I just put another midfielder in there? Give me some central midfield options, you lot. Give me some central midfield options. That's it. Yeah. Verts. Verts, Mido. Good shout. Verts. There we go. Good shout. So we'll go with that. There you go. You got your 11 side. Good question. So use that. It was Courtois, Hakimi, Mendes, Van Dijk, Pacho, Vitinho, Pedri, Verts, Yamal, Mbappe, Haaland. There we go. There we go. Caicedo's quality. I do rate Caicedo highly. I'm just tired of this Chelsea look. But Caicedo is top quality. I can't lie. Yeah, Caicedo works in there. I was trying to think of someone else. Trying to think of who do I go? You know who I'm a big fan of actually. You know, I'm putting it there. Gula. Putting him in 10. That's what I'm doing. Putting Gula in there. Yeah, plus Chelsea ain't top 5 team. So I gotta put Gula in there. I go Gula. Because he's one of my favorite players to watch. So yeah. Midfield, imagine that, yo. Pedri, Vertina, and Gula. You're not getting the ball. You ain't getting the ball. Not in the slightest. And then you've got Mbappe and Yamal on the wings with Haaland up top. How many goals Haaland would score in that team? With Vertina, Pedri, and Gula applying him. Whew. Do I think Verts is better than Palmer? Yes, Verts is the best 10 in the league. No, I'm not watching NFL. I'm not an American football fan, so I don't watch NFL. But I will be watching. I'll be on TJ's channel in about an hour or so. We're watching hockey. I'll be watching some hockey. Never watched it before like that. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll watch some hockey. Why not? Why not? I'm a Barca fan. I will say Mbappe and Gula is their only hope. I'm a big fan. I like both sides. That's why I do La Liga watch-alongs. Real Madrid have a lot of talented players that I like watching, and so do Barcelona. That's why I go out my way to watch these two sides. That's why on the Clips channel, make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Clips. You see La Liga watch-alongs even when there's Prem games going on. Flawless, I'll take Gula, Pedri, Neves, Fez. I'm never going to argue you down. That's a great trio side. Man said Verts is the best. Who does man support? Who do you think man supports? You just see the shirt hanging here for no reason. Like, do you look? The shirt just hanging here for no reason. Who do I support? What? Hey. Who do I support? Nah, Kane ain't getting in ahead of Haaland for me. No chance. No chance. Ain't doing that. Oh, yeah. Man said ice hockey was on PlayStation when you could start having fights and throw left hooks. I had a game. You know what I had? What was it called? NHL Rock the Rink. That's what I had. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had. Rock the Rink. What makes you say Verts is the best then? His quality, his skill set, his talent. Right, let's see what else you lot are saying. Rodrigo's a bad boy left wing. I just don't think he's better than Mbappe on left wing. But I'm a fan of his as well. How many likes? Are we at 100? Let's see. We're at 92 people. 8 short. 8 short of 100. And we're 1 short on the subscriber. So we need 8 more likes. I need 100 more. I mean, sorry, not 100 more. We need 8 more subscribers, people. What are we doing? Get your questions in. I'm still here for a little bit longer. Get your questions in. Again, if you're a member of the channel, people, your question takes priority like a super chat as well. Don't forget that. And we will be redirecting over to TJ because he's watching some hockey. And I'll be over there as well. Steve will be on there. A couple more people will probably be on there as well. Some United fan, my man. Verts has been a flop, and you saying he's the best is crazy. Fast, dude. Fast. All right, where else we at? Did I miss any questions? All right, Tyrell, big up, man. You know, make sure you subscribe to Tyrell Gunner TV as well, man. Go support the young G. For real. Go support. But back to it, I hope. Back to the Turkey Alsheikh thing. I hope it happens. Because I'm not even really, I've given my thoughts on where I stand with it. I hope it happens. Been saying this, yo, fuck the Glazers, fuck Ineos. Bring in a new ownership. Just more so kind of tired of this. Bring me someone who wants what's best for Manchester United Football Club. on the pitch. Tired of this. I've been tired of the Glazers from the jump. We was Glazers out from the jump. Still got my green and gold scarf now. Been there. That's why people say, "Oh, you're only protesting them because you lot are bad." We were protesting them three-peating and winning the Champions League. What we talking about here? Certain most people don't know nothing about. I know this because I was there. Tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. Tired of it. Tired of these bullshit owners, man. Yeah. Egypt, for true. Yeah. See, yeah, Jan threw my window out. She threw my scarf out the window, like in 2014. For those that don't know. Like literally threw my green and gold scarf out the window so she can vouch that I had it back then, over 10 years ago. Threw my scarf out the window. Legit. For those that don't know, I actually know Yan City like in real life. Flawless, perfect example of international football is that Pickford kept a clean sheet in his last 8 games in a row for England. Who we play in scrub? Like, yeah, it don't mean anything. Like, that's what I'm saying with size question international breaks. It's like have rivals play, have Scotland play Wales and England play Ireland, and then everywhere else as well. Have it so there's something on the game. I don't know. Have Spain play Portugal. You have Italy rival. Have Italy play such and such. Like, have rivals play rivals. All right, you can't do certain ones for political reasons, but you understand my overall point. International break. Yo, have Ghana play Nigeria. Why the fuck not? Like, put some stakes on it. Flawless. My goat, Steve G said, if the golden generation was not... Oh, a Stevie G. Got it. It's Flawless as my goat, Stevie G said, if the golden generation not egotistical, do you think England would have won major trophies? Maybe. But what people forget is the teams they was playing against were exceptional. It's probably only a couple tournaments I look at and go, yeah. But there was enough talent there. Should have just played them as a midfield free. But England were very much 4-4-2. England were very much 4-4-2. And it's like you have Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes just play 4-3-3. Because those three as a combination have everything in your midfield. But then you would have had to have dropped Owen or Rooney or one of the strikers. But that's what you got to do as a manager. The same way we talk about slot now when people say, oh, such and such needs to be dropped. When you have great players and great talent, have to drop someone. You may have to from balance perspective. But to me, Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard as a midfield trio. Like, what we doing? I just play it. And then you can play Beckham was on the right, whoever on the left, Rooney up top. Rooney can play as a sole striker and have the two wingers go up. And then you got Lampard and Gerrard bombing forward, breaking from midfield. Scholes just being the controller. All right, granted, Scholes and Lampard ain't the best tacklers, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't say you wouldn't play Lampard as the 6. Play him as an 8. Play him and them two as 2 8s. And Scholes is the 6. That's what you do. That could work. Of course, you don't play Lampard as a 6. That makes no type of sense. You just have him break forward. Play him how he played for Chelsea. And then you could have even dropped Gerrard a little bit deeper back with Scholes and have him break from deep as well. It could have worked tactically. It's not you got Ashley Cole, Gary Neville, Rio and Terry or Rio and Campbell and whoever in there. Yeah, Scholes is a 6. Scholes played as a 6 for Manchester United. At a later date, like obviously he gradually went backwards in his career. But yeah, where do you think he played in his last stages for Manchester United? Being the controller, dictating play. He is now what? Who's the controller in today's game? But yeah, controller. I think Scholes is best at 8. Maybe, but he's still a quality 6. Because he's a controller. He's bet like you seen the same interview that I seen. Gerrard said he would terrorize the league now. Absolutely. He terrorized the league now. You think some of these lot can play 6 as controllers and he can't? Like, what are we doing? People talk about Adam Wharton. Respectfully, nowhere near Scholes. So if Adam Wharton can play as a 6, Scholes can play as a 6. That's the point I'm making. He's got everything. He's got everything in his weaponry to play as a 6. Apart from the defensive side. Hence why you have Gerrard alongside him. Because Gerrard is there to do the defensive side of things. Because Gerrard was just a powerful box-to-box. Yeah, that's my point. Pirlo wasn't a tackler either side. But it worked. You know why? Because they put him next to Gattuso. And guess what? It worked. Pirlo was not a tackler. But this is why you have combinations in there. That's what it is. Why am I just waffling in the chat? Shut up, man. Go away. Shut up. Big up. What are you saying, Kaneki? What are you saying? England's gold generation were around in the era of diamonds. They would have won nothing. Yeah, there's only 1 or 2 tournaments I go potentially, yes. Sai, you're missing the point. None of Pirlo couldn't tackle. You said Scholes couldn't tackle. Pirlo wasn't a tackler either. Pirlo wasn't defensively sound. You could run off Pirlo. He weren't chasing people down. But this is why you have. So I'm lost at your point. They controlled the same way. They're not in their latter years. They're not different players. They both controlled the game. They're not different players. That's a myth. How are they different? They might have went about their job differently, but they weren't different. Flawless, he don't have to. He had the other man to do it. So why couldn't Scholes get other people to do it? Like he did at Manchester United. Like he had Keane next to him who did that. Because most controllers ain't really like that, to be honest. Defensively sound. All right, I can't say most, a lot. Like, Modric wasn't a tackler like that. That's why he put Casemiro alongside him. Same with Pirlo, with Gattuso, Scholes with Keane. Most quality controllers had somebody like that alongside them. Let's see what else. Yeah, Pirlo's one of my favorite midfielders of all time. 100%. One of the GOATs. One of the GOATs, without question. One of the criminal things that England national team never done was playing Scholes on the left. Pissed me off so much. He said, "Oh, screw it. I retired from international duty." Hey, the thing is, he was capable of playing from the left, though. It's just the way to do it. Because he mentioned it about Manchester United. He played from the left at times for Manchester United. It just wasn't in the same way. It wasn't 4-4-2. It would be a 4-3-3 or 4-5-1. I think for those that don't, when he scored the hat-trick against Newcastle, for example, just point out that game, he played from the left. We beat Newcastle 6-2. Genius opened the score and scored that banger. And then he scored the hat-trick. Yes. Flawless, I know Stevie G's got a good engine, but you can't play him in deeper areas. I disagree with that. Gerrard could definitely play in deeper areas. Gerrard could do everything. Gerrard could legit do everything. The defensive side of his game is probably underrated because he was so good going forward. But he could trap back, tackle, close man down, did there and all this pass. This is me saying this. Gerrard, I don't know what you talking about here, Si, about Gerrard couldn't play in deeper areas. That's a myth. Gerrard was more than capable of playing in deeper areas. That's crazy. Say Gerrard can't play in deep. Gerrard could have played in deeper areas, 100%. Not really, because Pires was a winger, but I hear your overall point. I watched Busquets, Xavi, and Iniesta. Scholes would fit better in that team instead of England. Say this again, Mito. Say this again. I'm just confused by the way you wrote it, that's all. But all it took, like I said, was a manager at England to sort that out, and England would have been miles better. But you had to drop one of your stars. Even if you wanted to play 4-4-2, you have to drop Scholes, drop Gerrard, or drop Lampard. Drop one of them. But this is, again, a manager just wanted to put all the talent out there. All right. And see where it got you. Can't do that. Oh, Scholes fit better in the Spanish side instead of England. First, I hear that. Now I get what you're saying. Well, yeah, top quality. All three of them, Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, all three of them top quality. Yes, Flawless. I watched him do that at Liverpool. I'm not talking about club football. I'm telling you, in the generation against Spain or Brazil, you can't do that. I think he would have been fine. because you tackling. So I think he would have been fine operating in deeper areas. That international against Spain or Brazil, yes, I think he would have been fine. Again, in the right team. If you tell Gerrard, go out there, close down, tackle, be box to box, he can match up against anybody. Of course, he could have done that. How is he your GOAT and you're telling me he can't do this? Carrick later down the years, yeah. Obviously, the times they're talking about, Carrick wasn't Carrick at that level. Obviously, he got there eventually to a quality level. It would have been better to play Carrick there than Gerrard Flawless Sires, right? Not at that time. Not at that time. 2002. Go check where Michael Carrick was and what he was doing in 2002. Or 2004. Carrick wasn't Garrett. Let's not act like Carrick was him at that point. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, we're talking about that interview, Doc. We're talking about that interview. Gerrard always said it was his debut season. He was putting that right back, and he remembers the time when he said he went up against Ginola, and Ginola screwed him that day. He said, yeah, David Ginola would do that to a lot because David Ginola was different. He did that to actual right backs. So Gerrard making his debut season, that's not a surprise whatsoever. Ginola is one of those streets you'll never forget ballers. Top quality David Ginola, man. They're one of them players you'd like, all right, let me go and watch Spurs because Ginola's playing. That type of thing. But yeah, Carrick later on, yes. But let's not act like Michael Carrick was him in 2002. Stop it. No, he wasn't. But Carrick's top quality, but just wasn't then. Need to get him back now. It's fucking interim. Sack Amram. That would be a massive help. Yeah, massive help. Yeah, because he joined United 2006, 2007. Yeah, he was at Spurs. Yeah, see them times. He was at West Ham. 2002. See what I'm saying? 2004, he was in the Championship. Please do your research. No, what are you doing? Yes, Ginola played for Spurs. Yeah, Flawless, I'm telling you, he can't do it. I literally seen him carry us to cups and telling if you give him more freedom, that would have helped England. Yeah, I agree. No one's disputing that. But I disagree that he can't play in deeper roles. If you're going box to box, you operate everywhere. Sorry. If you're a box to box midfielder, you operate everywhere. If you're a box to box midfielder at the highest level. Well, I don't know what you're arguing here. And if he's in a three-man midfield, you have freedom to get forward and get back, which he would have done anyway. Blood Money's on his way to Manchester. Why is it blood money? Spain started a World Cup final with Cesc and Torres on the bench for the greater good, a balanced lineup. England would have tried to shoehorn them into the starting 11. That's their problem. I agree. Gerrard is the ultimate. That Champions League final comeback, he motivated what the first goal, he made them believe they could turn it around. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Gerrard was a beast. Like, I don't dispute that. Like, Gerrard was on point. Without doubt. Where else we at? And have we even hit 100 likes? Yes, we hit 100 likes. Big up you lot. Let's see if we hit the subscriber target. All right, we're still one short, man. What is going on? Still one short, 15,810. Flawless, my argue is England didn't use Stevie G Scholes properly. I agree with this side. I didn't dispute this. Flawless, what's your favorite moment as a Manchester United fan? Oh, 99, comfortably. 99. Probably scoring that winner in the Champions League final. Remember it. Because I was a kid watching it as well. It was the euphoria was even better. So, yeah. That's what I would say. Definitely, like 99. But it's been many. That's tough, but there's so many as a Manchester United fan I'll point back to and go, hey, this was cold, and this was cold, and this was fire, and this moment, and da-da-da, stuff like that. Like Ronaldo's goal in the Champions League final against Chelsea. Beautiful. Both goals, the Sheringham equalizer. The Sheringham unnecessary dig. Well, unnecessary dig. What shot did I take? Even the Sheringham equalizer. Everyone remembers the commentary. Everyone remembers the commentary for that. If you watched it live on ITV, like Clyde Tilsley, legendary. Legendary. Love it. But there's many other moments. The Giggs goal. The list goes on, man. John Alsheikh with the chip at Highbury. Like, the list goes on. It goes on. John Alsheikh scoring the winner at Anfield in the last minute. It is. Oh, jeez. So many. So many. Oh, not you in the chat. Someone taking shots at my GOATs TVG. Oh, I thought it was me. That was an unnecessary shot. He's right. That's the only thing Steven Gerrard didn't do was win a Premier League title. He's not. Hey, big up, John. What are you telling me, my guy? Shout out, John. Says you get my like every time I pull up broski. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. That's all I ask for you lot, man. That's it. Pay the tax when you enter the city. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, Berbatov hat trick. Yeah, the list goes on. Oh, this thing. Whoa. You don't need that for that like language just because Steven Gerrard slipped. I ain't awful. Big upside though. What else you lot saying? Take my pick. Is but yeah, many great. Of course, Venus. Of course, I miss them days because you miss your team being successful. I'm so happy I got to witness it because there's many United fans who I talk to who are much younger than me who didn't. So I'm glad I got to witness Manchester United being great and winning trophies, etc. And them times will happen again. When? I don't know. Will happen again, though. When that is, I don't know. Because football goes in cycles. That's why I don't worry is the wrong word, but I understand that that's just where we're at. We are in our cycle of being terrible. It's happened to Manchester United before. It will happen again. And it's happened to every other club in the country before. All the successful clubs in the country, all the top clubs in Europe. You will have unsuccessful periods. Whether that's a year, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever the case is. Flawless, why you always leave early? I'm back again pod these days. Family stuff, that's why. That's the only reason why I'm on Uncle Duty. So that's why I have been leaving early recently. But I'm back this week. So that's what it is. I've been doing school runs. That's why you see me there looking knackered. Because I was doing the school runs in the morning. And then I was going to pick up my niece from school in the afternoon and taking her wherever she needs to go. So that's why I've been leaving early. But I'll be back fully this year. I'm not on no school runs whatsoever. So I'm back fully. What was your reaction when the Glazers took over in 2005? I didn't really play it too much mind because I didn't know nothing about them at that point. But then when you start figuring out, hearing things and seeing things, it's like, oh, these lot are bad. Because people didn't want them in the beginning. I was younger back then, so I'm not really like in depth, like paying it full attention like as I would now. And then eventually it gets to a point where it's like, oh, this is what you're on. Hey, fuck you lot. That's what it is. For everyone who doesn't know, Flawless has 3 kids. And for those that don't know, Jan's got 5. You know what I'm saying? Jan's got 5. What's my before the Glazers? It was it Martin Edwards? Or was it what was it? JP Magnus and McManus or something like that? That's the name. That's the thing it was. I think the chairman was Martin Edwards, but I think the owner was them too. It was JP McManus and something else like that. Top 3 Manchester United kids. Ooh. Good question. The actually kits I need to get. The green and yellow one from the 90s. Love that. Green and yellow one from the 90s. Sharp. The blue and white one from the 90s. Sharp. And then third. Probably the black one. From 2008. Probably the black one. But I like the black one this year. And I like the black sharp one. But yeah, that's my 3. The blue and white one, yellow and green one, and the black one from 08. When I say the blue and white one, old school 90s blue and white one. I don't even know what to call you. I know Jan, that's why she's saying that. Like I know her personally. That's why she's saying that shit. That's right. Yeah, the yellow and black kit was clean. Super clean. Yeah, Fergie did mask. Him and David Gill did works because we had 2 goats in their fields. And because Manchester United had 2 goats in their fields, it helped cover up all the nonsense that was going on. And we seen when they left at the same time. You seen what happened? I didn't even notice. Was it 2? That 99 treble year, we got 2 version home kits, right? Both nice. I didn't know that. Well, it was just the one. But the home kit that year was nice. The white one from that year is nice as well. The white one was very, very nice, that white kit. Clean. Very, very clean. I do like the blue one from last year as well. I've got that. The blue one is clean. And all 3 this year are good kits, actually. This is the best trio we've had in a minute. I like the home kit. The purple one's nice. And then the black one's nice as well. Flawless give back again, team looking like names. Ex-winter surfer Gary Oldman. Yeah, it's not that Surfer looks like Gary Oldman. It's because the personality is Surfer. Like if Surfer ran an MI5 for the rejects and the scrubs, he would run it like that. But people say Muntz looks like what's his face? Tariq Lamptey all the time. With Lewis and Troops, I don't think they really look like anybody like that. People will say, oh, Lewis, and they'll go Gusto, but that's because of the hair. I don't think he looks like him, no. Yeah, people call him Tariq Lamptey. You never heard that. People have called him Tariq Lamptey. People have called him other stuff, but yeah, Tariq Lamptey. Yeah, even Sancho. I don't think Troops, it's funny, but I don't think he looks like him. I don't think he looks like something genuinely. My Liverpool mods are too sensitive. Who's sensitive? What did they do? Who's too sensitive? What did I miss? Did someone say some wild shit and I missed it? What did I miss? Who said something crazy? Hey, who timed him out? Don't time out me, though. That would have been an accident. No one timed you out. It would have been an accident. Flawless, in your opinion, well, they would have timed you out an accident. Flawless, who is your worst player you've seen play for Manchester United ever? That's a good question. Worst player to play for Manchester United ever? This guy called me Zeke from Power Book. Yo, you're a joke, man. That's good, though. Who's the worst player to play for? Probably one of the goalkeepers. Probably Taibbi. It's probably Taibbi. It's awful. Probably that. Let me see how many games he played. Just to jog my memory. I just remember him being awful. How many appearances did he make for us? Yeah, it was him. He made 4 appearances. Yeah, Taibbi. That's what I'd say. Oh, shit. How can I forget Onana? Yes, it's Onana. Yes. Onana. Yeah. Onana. I forgot about Onana. Nah, Taibbi was bad. Taibbi was bad. He just didn't have a long enough stretch to show how bad he was, but he was bad. Flawless, don't you think Florian could be another Sancho? Nah, I think that Sancho will be all right. No, I think they'll both be all right. I think Sancho will be all right, and I think Wirtz will be all right. Not necessarily here in the Premier League, but overall in football. They're both talented. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll both be fine. Obviously, I want to be wrong. Now, Garnacho's bad, but yeah, Onana's worse. It's Onana. Yeah. Which club, in your opinion, always consistently have the best kits in the Premier League? Flawless. I ain't gonna lie, I don't pay attention to other teams' kits like that. I might point out the odd one and go, oh, that's a nice kit, but it's fucked the ups. So I don't really pay attention to their kits like that. Even though the City kit is nice, it's like the throwback. They got the white kit with the black and red stripe because it's kind of a throwback thing. Yeah, I remember Letitia too. Oh yeah, Zeke's hilarious. I know when you say that, you're talking about him from yeah, Zeke's mad funny. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll tell him why I know. Professor Milgram. Professor Milgram, though. Woo. Hey, that is some elite chocolate milk right there. I'm saying good stuffs. Professor Milgram. You know she's British, right side. She's from the UK. Did you rate Nani when he was playing flawless? Yes, but just super frustrating because he's inconsistent. Super inconsistent. Had all the attributes to be everything and he was just inconsistent. But I did rate him as a player, yeah, but that's where the issue just lied. It's like, come on. Nah, it wasn't Bebe, it was Onana, man. Onana was worse. Sancho is on the list for worst player. Imagine getting called client. I'm lost. What happened? I missed this. What happened? I know it's something to do with the girl he's seeing, but I missed it. Like, what exactly happened? Flawless, what do you think of United fans? What do you think United fans would view CR7 if he went City before Ferguson told him to go United in 2021? Maybe they'd see him as a traitor. Honestly, I wouldn't care. Because a lot of our players have gone, not a lot, but multiple players have. Andy Cole's my favorite Manchester United striker of all time. He played for City. Schmeichel played for City. Who else? Tevez obviously went there. That was different because of what he said. Like the sign he held up about Ferguson, so that was different. We've had a couple players go there. I'm not tribal like that. I ain't tribal like that. To the point of I'm not forced. If a player goes, if a player goes to a rival club, all right, man, whatever. Not really paying him. I would have preferred Ronaldo to go there. I didn't want him back. I didn't want him to ruin his legacy that he had left it, because he's one of my favorite Manchester United players of all time. And I didn't want him back at the age he was at and where we was at, because I knew it was a recipe for disaster. And what happened? Absolute total disaster. And I didn't want him here because of that. But hey, what do I know? Yeah, pretty much so. Because I understand, like, it's a job. You did great for me here. You was at Manchester United for a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long it was. You were successful. Salute. Thank you. That's it. I might be salty if you left early and we still could have been at a certain level with you, but it is what it is. Ronaldo, yeah, I would have preferred him to stay. He wanted to go, but thank you for what you did. You contributed massively to one of the most successful periods I've ever watched. Thank you. You helped us win 3 Premier Leagues in a row and the Champions League. Thank you. Some of the greatest goals I've seen you score, all that type of stuff. I mean, jumping around my yard, watching games. Love it. So, yeah. Why ain't back again? They call me Sub-Zero. I think they call me Sub-Zero. It's the whole snowman allegations. That's why. It's to do with milk. That's why they call me Sub-Zero. I didn't know him back again. They called me Sub-Zero. I had no idea. Is that the chat or is that months? So that's why they call me Sub-Zero. Just the whole milkman, you know, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going, all that type of stuff. Yeah. That's why it is. Flawless. Some of the actresses from Power so good, funny as Power is elite. When it comes to like the actors that are top tier, like Raising Kanan, for example, the actors in that, Jesus, high level. You know what I'm saying? Rock, Marvin in particular, those two, high level. Even Luke, all of them. That being said, Patina Miller, some good dark chocolate milk that she is. Yeah. Wow. Patina Miller. Jeez. Yeah, I'm like, whoo, fire. Yeah, of course I've seen all the Fridays. Friday is one of my favorite films of all time. So yeah, I've seen all the Fridays. If you had to rank all managers from post-Fergie 1 to 7, so who is it? 7th is Amorim, without doubt. 6 Moyes. 5th Oli. No, actually, Oli was here longer. 6 Oli. 5th Moyes. 4th Ten Hag. Is it 7? 3rd Mourinho, 2nd Van Gaal. Who's 7? So that order, but take out. So Van Gaal first, Mourinho, Van Gaal, Mourinho. Ten Hag, Moyes, Oli, Amarim. I don't class Ragnick because he wasn't a permanent manager, so I don't rate him. He's the interim. It's like saying Carrick or Rude. But yeah, that's 6. Of course, Friday's classics, legendary. Friday and next Friday, in particular Friday. But I don't even want them to make a new one. Like for years, I wanted a new one, and then nah, just leave it as it is. Like leave like the classics alone. Especially Friday, man. That shit is like that. Things still pop up in my feed right now. Like Friday, I still be laughing. Like Friday clips. Love Friday. Fantastic. Leave it be. Here we are. Fully agree with you, brother. I'm not salty about any player leaving either, even the ones that haven't given as much. Go on and do well. As long as it's not to Liverpool, only exception. Yeah, I don't want him to go to rivals now. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not really interested in what you do after here. I don't wish you anything bad. To be honest, like go. It's like Garnacho at Chelsea. I don't wish him nothing bad on him. I'm just glad he's gone. Yeah, just keep it stepping. It's because people are very emotionally attached to their football clubs, whereas I'm very emotionally attached to Manchester United, but I can just like, all right, you're gone. Is what it is. I've heard for years, John, that they're making a last Friday. Flawless, what current player from a rival would you get? Mine personally has to be Caicedo. Yeah, probably Caicedo. Nah, scratch that. Haaland. I'll go get guaranteed goals, kicking the ball. Just kick him the ball. No, I didn't really watch Friends like that. I didn't really watch Friends. No. I've seen Ice Cube's recent movies, Flawless. I think it's time he calls it a day. I've never really been an avid watcher of his films like that outside of Friday, Ride Along. I don't really do so. No. I don't think it's about creating chances. I think you just got to kick him the ball. I think you just kick the ball to him and he'll score goals. Yeah, Ride Along's funny. Ride Along's funny. I think it's because we taught in the Fergie era to thank our players for the service and the club evolves without them. Since the big man left, it's not been the same. Here we go. But the thing is with that, a lot of players weren't let go in the best fashion. When you look at how like a Keane left or a Steve Bruce left, for example, it weren't a Rio Ferdinand left. It wasn't in the best fashion. Papa says, Flawless, you smoke cigs or weed, and if not, why? Now I don't. Just don't appeal to me. That's why. Cigarettes don't appeal to me. Weed don't appeal to me. I don't knock anybody who does. Fairs, do your thing, but nah. It's not appealing. That's why I don't. Be upset or fight every single time. Flawless, you have to watch Game of Thrones. It's so good. You're missing some good horror movies also. You know, I don't do horror movies, Si. I don't watch horror films. Not with it. But Game of Thrones, heard nothing but good things apart from the ending. Apart from the ending. Are you Red Stripe guy, Flawless? Nah, I don't drink Red Stripe. I'm not a heavy drinker like that. If something has a strong taste, like Red Stripe, nah, that could fly a plane. That I think you could put Red Stripe in a plane and that shit will fly. Shit will fly. Put that in your car. You could drive it. I can't drink Red Stripe, man. I'm not with it. Can't do it. Too strong for me, that. Too strong. I'm not a heavy drinker like that as it is. Favorite musician? 50 Cent. Favorite musician? 100%. Yeah, man. We'll light it up. Light it up. Papa, why are you asking, Papa? Why? This is a strange question. Why are you asking me about weed? Very, very strange. Why? That's what I want to know. I'm cool with you asking me questions, but it's a very strange question. No, I don't smoke weed. No. Like I said, it don't. Yeah, it's a very odd question. I'm all for you. You lot can ask me questions, but it's just very strange. Basketball knowledge is not enough to be answering basketball questions. I watch, but my knowledge ain't there to go this player over that player. Nah. So you think all rappers smoke weed? What? That's a bit crazy, Pop. Not all rappers smoke weed, by the way. To clarify that. It's crazy, yeah. It's mad. What made you start supporting Manchester United? Born into it. Born into it. That's why. Mom, dad, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, Manchester United fans. So I'm born into it. That's what it is. I'm lost. I explain again. If I'm misunderstood, say again, Papa. Say again if I'm misunderstood. That's crazy. Hey yo. Yeah, your usernames and hey yo. It's mad. 50, that's interesting. Grew up in the 90s, loved his first album, but kind of grew into more conceptual rap, Lupe and that. Very curious. Why is your fave? I love gangster rap, that's why. 2 reasons. Love gangster rap. Really like people who can write hooks. And he's goated at both of them. That's why. Because yes, I grew up in the 90s and was listening to rap, but he was like the first rapper I listened to where I could really understand what was being said. Before that, in the 90s, I'm listening, like I'm a big fan of Eminem and other rappers in the 90s as well. Obviously, listening to Grime, similar time as well. But yeah, his hook writing ability, his ability to write hooks is ridiculous. 2, just on some gangster shit. He was dissing all types of people, didn't care either. Loved that. Just his intros as well. Just his intros alone are goated. You know what I'm saying? Just his intro alone, yeah. So that's why. That's probably why I write. When in the clique, I was the one who read all the hooks. And that's probably the 50 influence. Not solely that, but largely, yes. It's because of that. When you listen to Take Note material, 9 times out of the 10, I'm the one who's doing the hook. Oh yeah, Busta Rhymes cold. Big fan of Busta Rhymes. Was Jadakiss the major stamp for UK rap? Can't talk for UK rap, but Jadakiss quality rapper. Not listen to D Block Europe, so I can't comment. Name my top 5 NBA players to watch. Zion, Ja, Steph, Wemby. 5. KD. Don't forget KD. KD. Honorable mention to Kyrie as well, but KD. That's my top 5 NBA players to watch. And NBA is starting this month, people. Watch-alongs will be, some of the watch-alongs will be here on the YouTube channel, here on Sarcasm City TV, but most of the watch-alongs will be on the Clips channel, people. So get over to that. The Clips channel will be rebranding as well, but for now, the Clips channel. Get over there. Go subscribe, people. Go subscribe. Oh, yeah. Mobb Deep or Wu-Tang. Didn't really listen to either like that, to be honest. Luca's up there, honorable mention, but he don't crack my top 5. I'm a big fan of Luca. But that's why I said KD, Zion, Ja, Wemby, Steph, in regards to just watch. But you know I'm a big fan of Luca. How can you not be? Game's different. I'm sure you all agree that the majority of rappers smoke weed, no? I disagree with this. How would we know? What are we basing off? You know, rappers will lie in there, not even lie, but if it's a good content, I'll put in a weed bar if it's a good bar. Same way I'll put in a gun bar if it's a good gun bar. Don't smoke weed, don't shoot guns. I'll always in the next line, the next bar, sorry, reference it and say, nah, I'm just joking. Said it. One of the last tunes we did. The bar was cold. The gun bar was cold. So I was like, I'm not gonna not say it. But then I said, nah, that's not me. I'm just kidding. I'm at Shindig JD drinking. Right. Go back to the truth. Right. The bar was just too cold. Getting up. Did I like Nas? No. I don't really like concept like Nas super talented, but that's not, I'm gangster rap. That's why I'm not trying to hear like concepts and stories. And Nas is exceptional at that. But Nas ain't for me. Nas ain't for me. Exactly. I don't know what man's talking about. Yeah, very strange question. I don't know what is going on. Let's see what else he was saying. Oh shit, I might have missed the question. Bear with me. If I missed your question, I apologize. I do apologize. But yeah, music wise, I'm not really a big like music listener like that, like widespread, like a range of artists. Nah. I can tell you about my favorite artists, or like their catalog, but in regards to wide range, no, I'm really not. Spider Mitchell or D Book. I like D Book. In regards to you asking who I watch, Booker over Spider Mitchell. Who's better? I don't watch Spider Mitchell like that. That is one of the most worst conceptions of rappers. It's different because some people like concept rap and conscious rap. That ain't for me. I want to hear the gangster shit. That's what I'm here for. I ain't trying to. Don't tell me no. Like people like, oh, I want my rappers to grow up and tell me life lessons. No, I am listening to music as a form of entertainment. I don't want to be thinking about I don't want to hear about your heartbreak and your problems. I'm trying to get away from my problems. That's why I'm listening to you. I'm gonna try to do it. Not the slightest. Again, Benny or Freddie Gibbs. Don't listen to either of them. Yes, I will be copying GTA 6. My PS5 is on the way, so I'll be running EAFC 26, Pro Clubs, and Career Mode. And yes, when GTA 6 is out, I will be on there as well. I will be on there. Exactly. I'm trying to hear diss records. Diss records. That again, that's just my preference. There's no doesn't mean I disrespect it. Like I say, Nas is supremely talented. Jay-Z is supremely talented. I'm not putting on Jay-Z or Nas to listen to. The occasional tune, yeah. But they're newer. You know what I'm saying? They're newer. Benny and Freddie gangster rap. Who's on a donkey thing? What? Why am I on a donkey thing? Why am I? Gucci or Jeezy. Don't really listen to either of them like that. Just because I say I like gangster rap doesn't mean I listen to all gangster rappers. I said I don't listen to a lot of different artists like that. I'm very lazy when it comes to listening to music. Extremely lazy. Have you ever watched Loud Drop? Because Silva, Iniesta, Thierry Henry, and Xavi called him the greatest midfielders ever. He's right up there. He's right up there, Loud Drop. I didn't watch him week in, week out, but when I watched him, Jesus Christ. Top quality midfielder, Loud Drop. Top quality. But again, like I said, I wasn't watching him on a regular like that. I just jog my memory. I'd see him in the champs. But yeah, and he was slightly before. I'm looking there. The reason why I don't remember him, slightly before my time. Because he left Real Madrid 95, 96. And he was playing before I was born at Juventus and stuff like that. I even realized he started this early. So yeah, Loud Drop slightly before my time. He was coming towards the end of his career as I started watching football. I literally just said, you lot don't be listening. I literally just said, I don't listen to a lot of rappers and a lot of music. It's a very, very small and select group because I am lazy when it comes to listening to music. So no, anything new, no, don't really listen to Jeezy like that, etc. There's very, very few rappers that I listen to. So the likes of Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent, Eminem don't fall into that category, but does. Ludacris, kind of, to an extent. Big fan of Ludacris, for example. Jadakiss also, yes. Very, very few. Exhibit, Obi Trice. Trying to think. There's probably a few more. Snoop, for example. But there's very few. I also do like punchlines though. But then again, that's more from the grime side. DMX, for example, yes. I literally just listed you off a whole heap of names, Maxwell. Literally just listed you off a whole heap of names. Why am I on a donkey thing? That's what I want to know. We ain't just going to bypass that. YG, yes, but not in depth. But I do like YG. I do like YG. Yeah, old school. Yes, bro. So pretty much Billboard, radio music. Exactly. Yes. I'm not a big music listener. Absolutely. Nah, I'm not an occasional Akon. No. No. You gotta say that. I don't know you like that to be making that joke, but fast. If Sai would have said that, I would have been like, oh, you clouding? Nah, no. I just don't know you like that. That's all. You are on a donkey. That is facts. That is facts. What else we got? A lot of people don't know most creators don't spend a lot of time consuming other creators. That's fair. I take some for to an extent, yeah. Like I said, I was never a big music listener back then, and I'm even less now. I'm actually busier now. Oh, shit to do. So I can't just be like searching for new music and all that. I just go back and listen to some old stuff. Like if someone one of my brothers said, hey, listen to this or check this, or if I hear something, I go, yeah. Flawless, I know the answer, but do you listen to Taylor Swift? Absolutely, man. Got a new album. It's cold. It's cold. Flawless, UK rappers or American rappers? Who's your pick? American rappers. I don't listen to UK rappers. The UK artists I listen to are grime MCs. And UK rap and UK grime is two different things. It's not the same genre. Similar, yes. A lot of people will do both, yes, but it's not the same thing whatsoever. It's not the same thing. Like it's different tempo. Like JME's not a rapper. Don't mean he can't rap. Skepta will go crossover and do UK rap and do hip hop. But I look at him at the grime MC. Same with the Gets. Same with the Trim. Same with the Wiley. Same with the Bashi. Same with the whoever else. A Criminal. Same with the Little Nasty. Same with the Dollar the Dustman. The list goes on. The list goes on and on and on and on in regards to grime MCs. That's the genre that I'm locked into. Not UK, like not hip hop, like grime. That's my favorite genre of all time. That's where I was locked in. That's why I can list off MCs after MCs after MCs after MCs. That's why I can tell you about each crew and that. You lot see like Scorcher on Filthy Fellas and stuff like that. One of my favorite grime MCs, Scorcher. Cold. I was listening to Scorcher years back. Scorcher cold. Like when he was in Cold Blooded and then he was in the movement, it was him, Wretch Free 2, Gets, Devlin. Yeah, like that's my shit right there. Favorite team to watch other than United, if you have any? Real Madrid. Just because of the amount of talent. Flawless, if you have to pick 3v3 in a rap battle, who would you pick? From who? Who's it from? From who? Like you gotta tell me what my options are. Because if we're talking battle rap, I can go URL route. Because I'm a URL baby. So I'm talking, that's why I don't really pay too much of time to like rap battles from mainstream artists. So I can just go watch battle rap. And it's at a high level. And it's different. So no, drill never really moved me like that. I'm not gonna lie. Earliest memory of Manchester United. Cantona's winning goal in the FA Cup. Cantona's winning goal in the FA Cup against Liverpool. 94, 95? 95, 96? Something like that. One of them two. Whatever year it was. Let's see what else you lot are saying. In general, I just go URL battle rappers. I just go get 3v3. So Rum Nitty, New Jersey Twerk, and Do Surf on one side, and then the others go get old Averb, like go get prime Averb. You know what I'm saying? Go get Averb. Who else would you get? Like a Loaded Looks. And like a prime Young Gill. See, like you lot probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah. Go get a prime Young Gill. I'll just be waffling in the chat. Do I rate Arsenal? Yeah, Arsenal a very good side. Arsenal a very, very good side. Arsenal's biggest problem is their manager. I do rate Arsenal, yeah. Where we had the cold celebration, top Cantona moment. I just remember the goal. Because I didn't watch the game live. Obviously, I knew about it, seeing the goal. I believe it was on Match of the Day. But I remember they just kept showing the goal over and over and over and over and over and over again. Just kept showing the goal. It's one of them goals that's repeat. It's kind of like, if for those that are in the UK, when the Euros is on or they're advertising it, they'll always show Paul Gascoigne's goal against Scotland all the time. Like Cantona's goal was like that. His Cantona's goal was like that. Oh, you meant the battle rap at Arsenal? Yeah, not really my style, to be honest. Arsenal, not really my style. With the super disrespectful. Remember the people who either super lyrical or performers or a mix of both. He was my favorite City player in the Pep era. Is Aguero classed as the Pep era? If so, Aguero. If I'm starting a charity game, who's the better at football out of yourself, Troops, Muntz, and Lewis? Probably Muntz. Say Muntz is probably the best out of the foot. You can see clips. Not only did we play at the Molineux, where I played, ironically, this is the top I wore at the Molineux, actually. Muntz, you see Muntz play there, and then Troops put out a vlog of when we was at Ballers League, and us four were there. Aaron was there. Curtis Shaw was there. There was more content creators there as well. But yeah, in regards to football, I'd probably say Muntz. And I think Lewis, Troops, and Muntz would probably all say Muntz. I would say Muntz a good footballer. But so Troops and Lewis are no scrubs either, to be honest. Kane, Rooney, Shearer, start, bench, sell. Start, Rooney, bench, Shearer, sell Kane. That celebration, I started putting my colors up in every game because of that shit. Yeah, man, that shit just got replayed. Like, it just stuck in the brain. Like, it's stuck in my mind constantly. Constantly. Like, all of the time. Like, because it just got played regularly. It still gets played now. Like, that falling to him on the edge of the box. They still play it now. Still to this day. What is your trait as a footballer? Like, are you more defensive or more attacking? DM, defensive midfielder. I'm a 6. An 8. 8 or 10. None of that. 6. I'm a 6. 6 and a fucking double pivot as well. Do not leave me out there on the island. But yeah, I'm a 6. Nah, I don't play chess. Mahrez is a shout as well. Oh, David Silva. Let me change my pick. But David Silva wasn't the Pep era. Did they not buy him before Pep? They bought him before, right? They bought him before. What's the best solo goal you've ever seen flawless where a player just done a mad thing? The Giggs goal against Arsenal 99. Or second, Owen versus Argentina in the 98 World Cup. It's crazy. That's what I'd say. Yeah, Owen 98. Well, yeah, Giggs versus Arsenal because of the stakes. Definitely that. David Silva was the Pep era. Did they not sign him beforehand? I swear he was signed before Pep. Was he not? He was signed 2011. When did Pep join? So is he the Pep era? I'm asking what qualifies as the Pep era. Yeah, he joined 2016. Man was there a whole 6 years before he got there. What are we talking about? He was there a whole 6 years. So how old? So how is it the Pep era? And he was there a whole 6 years before him. 3 times like this, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, whole 6 years beforehand. Flawless Cantona is underrated. One of the best players to watch. Shot power is unbelievable. Oh yeah, Cantona super underrated because he's before people's time. So anyone that was signed after Pep joined is the Pep era, basically. Yeah, I would say so. How is it the Pep era and he spent more time without Pep there than Pep there? Because he left in 2020. So he was there 10 years and 6 of them was without Pep. Looky there, yeah, 6 of them was without Pep. So I wouldn't class him as the era. That's just me personally. But that's just me. See, but that's not what it was. It's not all the players he coached. That's not how it works. It's not all because he coached the player. All right, so Claudio Bravo was the Pep era. No, he's not, because he was there 1 year and then got shipped out. Well, he coached him. All right. No. Who's winning the World Cup next year? I think Spain will go ahead. Yeah, like David Silva, I've said this already. I think he's one of the best 10s ever, like in the Premier League. Probably the best 10, to be honest. And it just comes to pure number 10s in the Premier League. Quality. Yeah, might as well. I answered the question. I said, who did I say? I said Aguero. Yeah. I tried to tell me Pep era, man was there a whole 6 years without him. All right. Favorite player in the Jose era, Chelsea or United? Makaleli. What's the players you've enjoyed watching the most that play at Big Six teams? Well, in general, certified. Is this just the entire time I've been watching the Big Six sides? Or is this like restricted to a certain time, a certain time period? All right, so Aguero was 1 year earlier. All right, it's cool. So he wasn't the time period either. So who did he sign? Yeah, I'll probably go Mahrez. I thought Aguero was there. Well, here we are. Final World Cup, Spain versus Portugal. Depends on the draw. Big up, Steve. I'll be over there soon, Steve. Wait, actually, yeah, because certified, if that was like the entire Premier League, man could be here till next day tomorrow. Yes, I'll be redirecting over to TJ. I'll be over there soon, Steve. Current time period. What was the question again? I need to answer the question again. What was the actual question? Here we go. What players you've enjoyed watching the most that play at Big Six teams? That's it. So we're saying as of right now. Obviously for United, even though he's only got it, Cunha. Big fan of Cunha. Quality to watch. Arsenal. There's no one in particular. Arsenal are a very good side, but there's no one I'd say I particularly like. Oh yeah, I enjoy watching him play at Arsenal. Nah, none of them. Chelsea, Palmer, and Caicedo. Liverpool, Gravenberch. Isak, even though he's not performed, Isak one of my favorites to watch. Who else is left? Spurs, Kudus, Van de Ven, and a Dogi actually. Spurs, and who's left? Who else is left? Who am I missing? Is that the Big Six? Oh yeah, C. Haaland for obvious reasons. Rangers can super impress watching Rangers. I can't lie. I watched them outside. Okay. That's probably it. That's it. That's a real. Nah. I never really enjoyed watching goalkeepers. Never really enjoyed watching goalkeepers. Right, find a few questions, people, before we close out. We'll be redirecting over to TJ. How many likes we on? All right, 111. Let's go up to 120. Did we even hit the subscriber mark as well? Hey, 15,811. 4 more subscribers, people. Right. We need 9 more likes, 4 more subscribers, people. 9 more likes, 4 more subscribers. What are we doing? Shit, that shit did 100. Mad thing. Don't forget as well, people, we're available on all audio platforms as well. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., etc. So you get all of these shows, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling shows, and the members' content available on all audio platforms. So if you're on Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV. Hails with the follow, 5-star us. So make sure you do so. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, etc., etc. Make sure you check out the membership as well. Many great perks, people. Make sure you check out the membership. Also, go subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel, where there's many clips. Even the 16 out of 10 that we watched earlier, you get the full videos on there. The full video is on there. So go subscribe to the Clips channel. And there's also Premier League watch-alongs on there, La Liga, Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup, NBA content will be over there, plus more. And go subscribe to the gaming channel, because I will be starting EAFC 26 career mode this week. I'll also be starting the pro clubs this week as well, plus more. So again, here's the membership. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Clips channel. Links literally in the comment section, and it's underneath in the description as well. Also on the featured channel page. Same with the gaming channel. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Gaming, people. Make sure you do so. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. side. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. UK time. Hey, big up to Amir, says, yo, flawless. Big up the work rate, G. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Big up. What's your feeling about the game after international break? Yeah, it's going to suck. That's my feeling. We going to stink. Flawless, if Leeds was ever sold to wealthy people like you building a bunker, I'd hate to see them doing well. Absolutely, yes. Because they are a sleeping giant. No, I've never been like, all right, let me watch this goalkeeper. Respect them, rate them highly, yes. But I've never been like, oh, such and such, this goalkeeper's playing. Let me watch this game. Nah. Thoughts on Romario saying that he's better than R9? If I was Romario, I would say this. I would think the same thing. He's Romario. He's one of the GOATs. Like, if I'm one of the GOATs, of course I think I'm the best. Probably what helped him to reach the levels it helped. I don't think any player reaches the highest level of football without that type of self-confidence and believing they are better than the rest. Whether they are or not is a whole different conversation, but Romario's up there. I ain't going to tell him he's wrong. Ronaldo's my favorite. R9, Brazilian Ronaldo, is my favorite striker of all time and the best striker I've ever seen. But if Romario thinks he's better, or Rivaldo thinks he's better, or whoever, insert top quality striker here, I'm with it. In our current squad, flawless, who are the 6 you would get rid of if you had to? Only 6. Anymore. Bruno can go. Maguire, Shaw, Bayandere, Dalot. It's 5, right? Mount. There you go. 6. Yeah, he's going to be. Same way they both all probably believe they're better than Pele. But Garrincha will think they're better than them, and so for like Ronaldinho and Neymar and that, and they'll all think they are. That's how he's supposed to. You need to have that type, like I said, you have to have that type of self-confidence. I think in any field, you think the biggest content creators in this space don't think they're the best. Of course they think they're the best. Hence why they're reaching the levels they are. It doesn't mean you're disrespectful to others or anything like that. But you have to have self-confidence, yes. Absolutely. Without doubt. Right, let me close down these tabs. But again, let me see. What are we saying likes-wise? Where are we at? All right, 115. Also, shit, new subs. What are we doing here? I know I blocked a couple people for talking. People always want to chat rubbish. So big up to everyone not talking rubbish in the chat. I have no time for it. Yes, quality of the Brazil team isn't the best. isn't the best. How many years do you give United players until you say you need to sell them? Depends how bad they are. If they come in and perform and what they did beforehand. If they come in and perform terribly year one and did nothing beforehand, get rid of them year one. Depends how bad they perform. But max like two years is enough to gauge where a player's at as of right now. It's got to be swifter with it. Do you think Cunha turns it around flawless? Yeah, absolutely. He's one of those. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a success here. No doubt. No doubt. The way he plays his game, fine. Like we talk about pressure, like being too much for players. He seems like the type who thrives in pressure. Thrives in it, and it will be absolutely fine. I think he enjoys it. I think he enjoys the pressure. Like being Manchester United number 10. I think he'll love it. He's that type, like he's running towards the pressure. Him and Bruno can't play together, though, I will say. In this system, yeah. I think they could play together under a different manager, yes. He actually scratched that. I think even not under this manager. I think any formation they could play together. I just think the way the manager's operating with them is the issue. Of course, the manager's holding him back. Yeah, without doubt. I was just definitely holding him back. Without doubt. Oh shit, I did already set that up. Right, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. We're going to redirect over to TJ people. So we're redirecting over to TJ Warren TV. Need you lot to run up the likes over there, hit the subscribe button as soon as you land, because they're watching NHL. And I'll be over there as well. I'll be over there in like 5 minutes. I'm going to be over there in 5. So yeah, they're over there now watching the Colorado Avalanche versus the Utah Mammoth. So we will be over there. I will be over there. So what I need you lot to do is type Sarcasm City TV in the raid, hit the like button, subscribe over there. Hope you lot enjoyed the show though, man. I did enjoy this. Tomorrow we've got members Q&A and then fan calling show, members only as well. And then from Saturday, I'm running specials, people. So I'm running Sarcasm City TV specials, but a new edition of the special. So it's next up. So it's content creators who are early in their journey. So that's what it is. So content creators who are been here like on their journey 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, and are grinding and building up to what they need to get to. So that's where we're going to be at. Yes, I know you. Yes, I know you here. Notice he ran. You know what I'm saying? When I proved him wrong again, but that's a whole different conversation. I'm gonna block him next time he's back. But yeah, so the next up specials will be starting Saturday. And like I said, it'll be one-on-one sit-downs with content creators, but who are early in their journey. So we'll be getting their entrance into content creating, how they got into it, their current journey, etc., and what the future holds for them. I know you lot enjoyed the original specials I did. I know you lot enjoyed the second waves as well. So I was like, all right, we're going to give the content creators who are literally starting, their flowers as well. As this space, as you can see from the chat, can be very negative at times. So it's about giving people their flowers. And how tough it is starting up now, like starting up a content, because the place is so crowded with quality. So to start and stand out is extremely tough because people have already built a massive fan bases and massive followings, and there's so much to choose from. So yeah, man, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. But anyways, we closing out. Big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Sarcasm City TV raid in TJ's chat, people. I repeat that. Sarcasm City TV raid in TJ's chat. This has been Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.